Hi, it's Little Miss Eccentric back with another unboxing, and this is take 2 of the same video because Clever Me unboxed all this the other day, did a wonderful video, tried uploading it, and then the whole thing completely disappeared from my device. So here I am doing take 2 of this great unboxing. Now the story of this, how I come across this vintage jewellery was I was actually very, very sick and in hospital, and I actually had to be flown out by Royal Flying Doctors to a hospital 7 hours away. And I was in hospital for a couple of days. I was miserable, I was in pain, and it just wouldn't stop, the pain, and I was on morphine and all sorts of things, and I was getting no relief whatsoever. And I'll start showing jewellery as I talk. You have a lovely necklace here, beautiful vintage necklace. It comes with earrings here, I'll just find them. So the day I got out of hospital, my husband had to drive 7 hours to come and collect me, and I said, please, if you can help me go and get some vintage goodness from second-hand shops. And he lovingly obliged, being the man that he is and knows my addiction to vintage jewellery. And so I went along and went to the second-hand shops, couldn't find anything. And that evening, I just don't think this one's actually that old by the look of that clasp. That evening I went, we went and stayed in an apartment because I was actually way too sick to even travel. I was in so much pain. And I remember there was a lady that was selling vintage jewellery there in this town. I'm not going to name names because I don't want to name the hospital, which I'm really disgusted with at the moment. The treatment there in emergency. Here we have a lovely, beautiful, really beautiful brooch, and this one is signed. I think it's Napier, I think it was signed, and it's got a real pearl, and it's coming up as tourmaline on my Presidium tester. Look at those beautiful claws on there, really beautiful. It's gold plate is just beautiful. I tested for gold, it's not gold, but it's just such a beautiful set, really beautiful. Love it. And that's the earrings that go with it. Yes, I remember this lady who sold vintage jewellery that didn't actually post, so I messaged her and went and saw her, and I bought a whole load of vintage jewellery, so I was really happy. And actually, coincidentally, it was a bonus there because me being very sick and disillusioned with doctors, I was ready to go the next day and find a health food shop to find some natural supplements to help me get better, because like I was just in pain. Actually, I was in pain and doubled over when I went to this lady's house, and she incidentally mentioned that she did natural healthcare products with a certain company, and I was all ears, like, wow, this is something that's going to actually help me. And it was all natural food, nutritional supplements, all the vegetables and juices that we actually lack, all in a capsule. So I was really chuffed. So I got 2 birds with 1 stone. I got some vintage goodness, and I also got came away with some samples, and I've actually joined that business to help relieve natural pain naturally. So I know I'm here about jewellery, but as a side note, if you've lost your faith in doctors and you want to know more how you can possibly get better with the supplements that have just arrived today for me, my own order, please let me know. I'm really chuffed with it. All the vitamins we need, good for children, good for adults alike. But anyway, enough of that. I just wanted to let you know how I came across this jewellery. It was actually, it did give me a lift. It was absolutely beautiful stuff I've got here, and I'll show you shortly. And this is another beautiful piece. I think this one is actually signed as well. It's got the older clasp, as we can see there. And beautiful necklace and beautiful earring set. Once again, I forgot to bring my Presidium, and I think this one is here. It was actually a Coro set, so if I say that even correctly, an American company. Really beautiful set indeed. So all these are up for grabs on my website, littlemisseccentric.com.au, or you can find me on Facebook under that name. Or also, if you look up the Brooch Queens, www.facebook.com, the Brooch Queens, I should say .com groups / the Brooch Queens, and you'll find me and my sister's group there. We both sell separately. We have our own businesses, but we have the group that we sell on as well. So a lovely little cuff bangle for those who love bangles, in lovely condition, gold plated, a nice sort of like leopard light print. That's a really nice bangle there. And hopefully I don't lose this video today. This charm is actually a really nice bracelet. It's both a charm and a damascene bracelet in one go. A beautiful black and gold vintage bracelet. But it's the first time I've actually come across one of these ones that has the little charms coming off, and I think it's like it's got also the safety chain. But I think it's really awesome how it's got the little guitar charm, and what was that? It's supposed to be an octopus or something. I'm not sure what it is, a crab, I should say, maybe. And some other kind of charm of a dancer. I'd say one charm's come missing, but you can always add one on or two on just there. That's really, really lovely little beauty. I really like that. So they'll be going up for sale as well. Very nice. I might have to break this video up in 2 parts, so in case if I lose one video, I've still got the other one, because I don't want to go all that work again, so I'll be really shattered. There's a lovely bangle. Not sure how old this one is. It does have a safety chain, but it looks a little bit more modern in my eyes at any rate. I'll just quickly try that on for you. Lovely butterflies. Very nice. Oh, I don't know about you, but in my part of the woods it's really, really hot here. It's actually steamy, really, really humid. I've got sweat dripping off me. Here we have a lovely crystal necklace, a vintage one from the 1950s. Aurora Borealis crystal, and 2 crystal earrings as well. So it's a beautiful set as well. Great for the evening out. Unless I say otherwise, all these will be up for grabs. If I keep anything, I'll let you know as we go by. And also, I'll let you know at the end of the video what my favourite is. So here we have a lovely flower brooch, rhinestones. It appears to have all the stones intact. I don't think there's anything missing there. It's a lovely little one. It's got the rollover clasp. A beautiful piece of costume jewellery. Very nice. And then we have a orange brown toned rhinestone brooch. If I recall, this one, yeah, the little stone came out of here. I've still got that. I had to replace that and re-glue that back in. That happened last time when I did my first take of this unboxing. And that's the back of it just there. Rollover clasp. This is a nice one. It's got some nice dimension to it. Some nice work in there. All sorts of rhinestones in there. I wouldn't say this one is overly old, simply because of the pin on the back. It sort of indicates it's more of a vintage, not so vintage, more of a modern, just by the shape of that clasp. But that's pretty anyway. Lovely one to wear. I've got this lovely little sparkler. It's got some nice dimension once again. It's got a hollow out there, so that's what's creating the dimension just there. And we've got the rollover clasp just there. They all have working clasps, but they all work beautifully. Nothing wrong with them whatsoever. So it's all full of glass stones in there. But you can see the dimension, that's really nice. This one's a cutie. It's a enamel painted brooch of a poodle. I would have to think that's a bit older, maybe 1950s, 1960s or something to that effect. Once again, it's got the rollover clasp. And I believe this one's not signed at all, but it's such a cutie. For those who love figurals, so I do love figurals, I do keep some. Probably keep them more than anything else, especially unique ones. Here we have a lovely flower brooch again. It's enamel painted. And lovely work, clean work on the backing here, nice and smooth and gold, and just lovely work on that. Lovely. So we'll go to the next layer. Here's a nice funky one. Nice funky flower brooch. I'd say this one's probably What do you reckon, around the 60s to 80s, 70s maybe. Enamel painted, lots of popping colour just there for those that love the colour and the pop of colour. Really sweet brooch with the backing there. All these came from America as well, imported into Australia. Very nice.